Well, hello, friends and neighbors from around the world again. Sid Hi with another sermon on the commonalities, and today, how it relates to Confucianism. So, Confucianism started roughly approximately 600 BCE. Confucianism, rooted in the teaching of Confucius, emphasizes morality, social harmony, and virtuous living. Its positive attributes include respect for relationships. It places great importance on relationships known as the five key relationships, emphasizing mutual respect and obligations, which strengthen social bonds and communities. Uh, Filial piety, Yaoism, a core virtue that promotes respect, care, and loyalty towards one's parents and elders, fostering strong family ties. Education and self-improvement. Confucianism values lifelong learning and self-cultivation, encouraging individuals to strive for personal growth and moral excellence. Yeah, I like all that. Ethical leadership. It advocates for leaders to be virtuous and lead by example, promoting a just and harmonious society. Ritual and tradition. Li. Observing rituals and traditions is seen as a way to maintain social order, respect cultural heritage, and create a sense of belonging. Social responsibility. Confucianism emphasizes that individuals have a duty to contribute positively to society, promoting altruism and community service. Harmony and balance. It seeks to create harmony in human interactions, advocating for moderation and avoiding extremes in behaviors or decisions. All sounds like good advice. Confucian ideals have had a profound impact on societies across East Asia and beyond, shaping principles of governance, education, and family life. All right, first up on the commonalities is, of course, love and compassion. Confucianism places significant emphasis on love and kindness, often expressed through the concept of Ren. Ren is a central virtue in Confucian philosophy, embodying compassion, benevolence, and humanity. It represents the ideal attitude one should have towards others, focusing on empathy and the desire to do good. Whew, the world could use more of that. Here are a few key points about love and kindness in Confucianism. Universal love with hierarchy. Confucius believed in universal love, but emphasized that love starts within the family and radiates outward. This is linked to the idea of philia piety, which forms the foundation of social harmony. Kindness as reciprocity. Confucius taught the principle of reciprocity, famously stating, "Do not do unto others what you do not want them to do to yourself." This golden rule underscores mutual respect and consideration in human interactions. Moral development. Ren is not just an abstract idea, it requires continuous self-cultivation. By practicing love and kindness, individuals grow morally and contribute to a harmonious society. Leadership through kindness. Confucius believed rulers should lead with Ren, showing kindness and compassion to their subjects. This creates trust and stability in governance. In essence, Confucianism views love and kindness as essential virtues that guide personal conduct and social relationships. They are the keys to cultivating harmony within oneself, the family, and society at large. All right, next up, helping the poor. Confucianism places significant importance on social harmony and the well-being of all individuals, including helping the poor. Here are some key teachings related to this. Benevolence, Ren. Confucianism emphasizes Ren, the virtue of compassion and humanity. Helping those in need is a natural expression of Ren as it reflects care for the well-being of others. Moral duty of leaders. Confucius taught that rulers and those in power have a moral responsibility to ensure the welfare of their people, including providing for the poor and addressing social inequalities. Mhm. Filial piety. I think I said it right that time. And community responsibility. Just as individuals are expected to care for their families, Confucianism extends this sense of responsibility to the community. Supporting the less fortunate is seen as a way to uphold social harmony. Ritual and generosity. Li. Rituals in Confucianism often emphasize generosity and mutual support within society, fostering a culture of helping those in need. The Golden Rule. Confucianism teachings encourage treating others as one would wish to be treated. This principle supports the idea of aiding the poor as a moral obligation. By helping the poor, Confucianism sees individuals contributing to a just, harmonious, and virtuous society. These principles have guided governance and personal conduct in Confucian-influenced cultures for centuries. Next up, forgiveness. In Confucianism, forgiveness is not explicitly emphasized as a central virtue in the way it is in some other traditions. Instead, Confucian thought focuses on concepts like benevolence, ren, propriety, li, and reciprocity. These values guide interpersonal relationships and encourage harmony within society. Confucius himself taught principles like do not do to others what you would not want done to yourself, which implies a sense of understanding and reconciliation. However, forgiveness in the Confucian text is often tied to maintaining social harmony and fulfilling one's role and responsibilities within relationships rather than being an independent moral idea. Next up, promoting peace and reconciliation. Confucianism emphasizes peace and reconciliation as essential components of a harmonious society. Here are some key principles. Ren, benevolence. This is the cornerstone of Confucian ethics, encouraging compassion, kindness, and empathy in relationships. Practicing Ren fosters mutual respect and understanding, which are vital for reconciliation. Li, ritual propriety. Confucius taught that adhering to social rituals and traditions helps maintain order and harmony. Li promotes respectful interactions, reducing conflicts and encouraging peaceful coexistence. Harmony in relationships. Confucianism stresses the importance of harmonious relationships within families and communities. It teaches that peace begins at home with philia, piety, respect for parents, and extends outward to society. Moral education. Confucius believed that cultivating virtue and moral character in individuals leads to a more peaceful and just society. Education in ethics and self-discipline is seen as a way to prevent and resolve conflicts. Conflict resolution through dialogue. Confucianism advocates resolving disputes through mutual understanding and ethical conduct rather than force or coercion. These teachings highlight the Confucian vision of peace as not just the absence of conflict, but the presence of harmony and ethical living. I like all that. All right, next up, humility and service to others. Confucianism places a great importance on humility and service to others, as these virtues are essential for creating a harmonious and ethical society. Here are some key principles. Humility, modesty. Confucius' teachings emphasize the value of humility as a sign of moral character. A virtuous person is expected to be modest, self-aware, and respectful of others. Humility allows individuals to learn from others and contribute to the greater good without arrogance. Service to others. Confucianism stresses the importance of fulfilling one's role and responsibilities within relationships and society. This includes serving one's family, community, and nation with dedication and selflessness. The concept of Ren, benevolence, encourages acts of kindness and compassion towards others. Reciprocity and empathy. The principles of Shu, reciprocity, teaches individuals to treat others as they would like to be treated. This fosters mutual respect and encourages service to others as a way to maintain harmony. Leadership through example. Confucius believed that leaders should embody humility and serve as moral exemplars. By prioritizing the well-being of others, leaders can inspire trust and cooperation. These teachings highlight the Confucian ideal of living a life dedicated to ethical conduct, humility, and service for the betterment of society. All right, next up, mercy. In Confucianism, mercy is closely tied to the concept of Ren, benevolence or humanity, which is the central ethical principle of Confucian thought. Ren embodies love, compassion, and kindness towards others, and mercy is seen as a natural expression of this virtue. Ren as mercy. Confucius taught that individuals should act with empathy and care for others, treating them as they would wish to be treated. This idea is reflected in the Confucian version of the Golden Rule: do not do to others what you do not want done to yourself. Societal harmony through mercy. Mercy is considered essential for maintaining harmony in relationships and society. By showing compassion and understanding, individuals contribute to a peaceful and just community. Moral responsibility. Confucianism emphasizes fulfilling one's moral duties with kindness and mercy, especially within the 5 cardinal relationships, e.g., parent-child, ruler-subject. Mercy strengthens these bonds and fosters mutual respect. Confucianism views mercy not only as an individual virtue, but also as a foundation for ethical governance and societal harmony. Okay, justice and fairness. Confucianism emphasizes justice and fairness as essential components of a harmonious and ethical society. These principles are deeply rooted in its core values, such as Ren, benevolence or humaneness, and Li, ritual property. Here's how Confucianism approaches justice and fairness. Justice through benevolence, Ren. Confucian justice is grounded in Ren, which emphasizes compassion and care for others. Justice is not merely about strict rules, but about fostering relationships and ensuring the well-being of all. Fairness through ritual, Lin. Lin refers to the customs and rituals that maintain social order. Fairness to achieved by adhering to these practices, which promotes respect, hierarchy, and harmony within society. Impartiality and meritocracy. Confucianism advocates for impartiality in governance and decision-making. Leaders are expected to act fairly and prioritize the needs of the people. Meritocracy, where individuals are rewarded based on their abilities and virtue, is a key aspect of Confucian fairness. I like that one. Harmony as the goal. Justice and fairness in Confucianism aims to create harmony rather than equality. While fairness is emphasized, it is balanced with the recognition of social roles and responsibilities. Confucianism's approach to justice and fairness is deeply relational, focusing on the moral development of individuals and the cultivation of a just society. Okay. Next up, respect and kindness. Confucianism, founded by Confucius in ancient China, emphasizes respect and kindness as core virtues essential to maintaining social harmony and moral integrity. Two key principles that reflect these values are Ren and Lin. Ren, often translated as benevolence or humanness, Ren embodies kindness, compassion, empathy towards others. It reflects the idea of treating others with care and understanding, fostering harmonious relationships. Confucius described Ren as the essence of human goodness and the foundation of moral behavior. Lin, translated as ritual or propriety, Lin refers to the proper way of conducting oneself in society, showing respect through appropriate behaviors, manners, and customs. It also involves fulfilling roles and responsibilities in family and society with sincerity and respect. Confucian teachings stress filial piety, respect for parents and elders, and the importance of cultivating virtues to contribute to the betterment of societies. The famous Confucian saying, "Do not do unto others what you do not want them to do to yourself," highlights the ethical commitment to kindness and consideration in interactions. Next up, gratitude. In Confucianism, gratitude is closely tied to its core values of filiality, piety, harmony, and respect within relationships. While Confucius texts may not explicitly discuss gratitude in modern terms, the philosophical emphasis, actions, and attitudes that reflect thankfulness and respect. Here's how gratitude is embedded in Confucian thought. Filial piety, Zhao. One of Confucianism's central tenets is honoring and caring for one's parents and ancestors. Gratitude is demonstrated through respecting elders, fulfilling family duties, and preserving family traditions. Reciprocity, Shu. The concept of mutual respect and consideration is a cornerstone of Confucius ethics. Gratitude is part of this reciprocal relationship, showing appreciation for kindness and striving to return it. Rituals, Li. Confucianism places a strong emphasis on rituals and ceremonies, which often serve as expressions of gratitude, whether towards ancestors, the community, or the heavens. Harmony in society. Gratitude is not limited to family, but extends to teachers, rulers, and others who contribute to one's moral and intellectual growth. Cultivating gratitude helps maintain harmony and proper relationships in society. Moral development. Gratitude in Confucianism is part of becoming a virtuous individual. Recognizing the contributions of others fosters humility and self-improvement. In essence, gratitude in Confucianism is less about personal emotions and more about fulfilling one's role in relationships and society with respect, care, and sense of obligation. Like all that. Next up, charity and generosity. In Confucianism, charity and generosity are closely tied to its core values of ethical living, harmony, and reciprocal relationships. These virtues are not simply acts of kindness, but are seen as essential responsibilities that help maintain social order and moral integrity. Here's how charity and generosity are understood in Confucian thought. Filial piety, Zhao. Charity begins at home in Confucianism. A deep respect and care for one's parents and family members. Supporting and providing for one's family is viewed as a fundamental act of generosity. Reciprocity, Shu. The principle of reciprocity, often expresses as golden rule, do not do unto others what you would not want them to do unto yourself, underpins Confucian ethics. Generosity is part of this reciprocal relationship where kindness and help are given and returned as harmonious cycles. Benevolence, Ren. Confucianism upholds Ren, benevolence or humanity, as its highest virtue. Acts as charity and generosity towards others embody this ideal and are essential for building a compassionate and just society. Rituals, Li. Rituals and ceremonies in Confucian practice often include acts of giving, whether to honor ancestors, support the community, or show respect to others. These structured acts of generosity reinforce social harmony and mutual respect. Leadership by example. Confucius emphasized that rulers and leaders should lead by example, demonstrating generosity and care for their people. A kind and charitable leader fosters a harmonious and prosperous society. Moral responsibility. Charity and generosity are not seen as optional, but as moral obligations. Confucian teachings encourages individuals to share their resources and talents for the greater good of their families, communities, and society as a whole. In Confucianism, charity and generosity are expressions of one's commitment to ethical behavior and the well-being of others, reflecting a deep respect for the interconnectedness of all relationships. Yes, next up is truthfulness. In Confucianism, truthfulness is considered an essential component of ethical living and the cultivation of virtuous character. It aligns closely with the Confucian the ideals of Ren, benevolence or humanity, Yi, righteousness, and Zhen, integrity or trustworthiness. Here's how truthfulness is understood in Confucian thought. Integrity. Yin. Truthfulness is deeply connected to the concept of yin, which means trustworthiness and integrity. Being truthful in one's words and actions is vital for building trust within relationships and maintaining social harmony. The importance of words, boy, this is a big one. Confucian teachings stress that one's words should align with one's actions. Confucius himself said, "When words lose their meaning, people lose their freedom." Whoa, what a big line that is. Truthful speech is seen as the foundation for ethical behavior and societal order. Fulfilling roles and duties. Truthfulness is tied to fulfilling one's roles in society according to Li, ritual property, and Dharma, moral duty. Acting truthfully ensures that relationships such as those between parent and child or ruler and subject are built on mutual respect and authenticity. Moral leadership. Leaders are expected to embody truthfulness and integrity. A ruler who acts truthfully and justly inspires loyalty and trust from their subjects, ensuring harmony and stability. Harmony and compassion. While truthfulness is important, Confucianism also emphasizes speaking truth with kindness and compassion. Avoiding unnecessary harm to others is equally valued. Education and self-cultivation. Truthfulness is part of the lifelong process of self-cultivation, Zhu Xin, where individuals strive to refine their character and align with Confucian virtues. In Confucianism, truthfulness is not just a personal virtue, but a social necessity, ensuring trust, respect, and the proper functioning of society. All right. Whew, another rough one to get through. I'm sure I mispronounced a lot of stuff. Reciprocal and reciprocity is just killing me. Reciprocal, I got. It's trying to say it the other way is the one that was getting me. I apologize for that little, I guess, what's the right word for it? Digression there about my inability to pronunciate correctly. Pronounce. I can't even say pronounce. I must be getting tired. Anyway, maybe this will be a little novel at the end of this video. I might edit it out, but we'll see on that. The point is, Confucianism has lots to do with the commonalities. I mean, it's just the connection between all of these is just, I hope, becomes more and more clear as we go through more and more videos. And then I will use parts of these in, again, my future videos on things that are going on in the world, and maybe a different approach to maybe try and find some solutions or at least make the world a better place. You know, we'll see. I mean, it's just a dream of mine. But maybe if we all dream together, we could make it a better world. At least that's kind of what I'm going on here. So if you made it through this whole thing, again, wow, you might as well run a marathon because I think you got the stamina for it. And I truly appreciate it. Or if you jump to the end, that's fine too. That wraps up this video. And then I will be cranking out another one tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to getting these done so that we can get into pressing issues that are going on. All right. Thanks again, and tune in again tomorrow.